All right, we have Katie and Lucas here from Pittsburgh State University, and they are ready to go. Tell me a little bit about your design and maybe some of the obstacles that you've had in building it.
We did a lot of testing on it. Some obstacles included running into curbs and things like that. Lucas, do you want to talk?
Our main design, we have all aluminum wheels with cast urethane tread. We incorporated a 2-speed gearbox from scratch that we designed and built, and we have a all steel suspension and frame.
Okay, awesome. Is there anyone that you would like to thank that helped you get here?
The manufacturing lab back in Pitt and the faculty involved with it.
Awesome. Any sponsors?
Just all of them. We have
all of them. That's awesome. It's a lot. Awesome. Well, good luck today.
Hey, thanks, Camille. I'm joined back with Tony here. We're watching the MTSU Team 27 out there on the course. Tony, we talked with Aubrey, who helped design this Rover. A truly unique design for this competition.
Yeah, they're very high compared to the wheels and getting the clearances they go through, and looks like they're having a little bit of a tough time there. But it really comes down to the ingenuity of how you solve the problem and differences between all the different teams of how they saw all the requirements and designed the vehicle that you see there, going through all the obstacles.
Yeah. So Tony, they're definitely encountering some difficulty. This is a brand new design for them, so they're going to take this back tonight and make adjustments. But also, you can't innovate, you can't create something new if you don't start somewhere.
Exactly, that's the beauty of this competition. This competition allows you to fail quickly, fail fast, get back out there and get success. So,
absolutely. So let's bring in a couple of our teams from Rafaelina
E. Lebron Flores, el High School de Puerto Rico.
Thank you, Tony. Let's bring them on in.
All right, bueno, aquí estamos con el equipo de Rafaelina Lebron. ¿Cómo se siente estar aquí en el Rover Challenge?
Muy emocionado, para mí es una experiencia nueva, soy el maestro nuevo del equipo y estoy bien encantado con todo, impresionado, la cajera, los obstáculos, bien impresionado.
So, first time teacher coming here to the Rover Challenge, and immense pride with the team. ¿Podría decir un poquito de su diseño y cuántos estudiantes están aquí compitiendo por primera vez?
Son 5 estudiantes. El diseño ya el maestro anterior lo había completado. Yo solamente le hice unos ajustes, unos arreglos por la regla, ¿verdad? Que han cambiado, y el carrito es casi material reciclable.
Qué bien, qué bien. Y cuando vieron todos los diferentes atributos que necesitaba el Rover, ¿qué fue lo más difícil para superar con el equipo?
Un poco con lo de las gomas, los pedales, tenemos que arreglarlo un poco, pero que prácticamente estaba bien el carrito.
Qué bien, qué bien. Cuando vienen año tras año, ¿qué es lo más importante que aprenden los estudiantes al venir aquí a Huntsville y competir en este NASA Rover Challenge?
Aprenden mucho trabajar en equipo, que es lo más importante. Ellos se desarrollan muy bien, siempre están entusiasmados, dándose apoyo uno a los otros. Es un equipo muy unido.
So teamwork, enthusiasm, getting these students to work together and on these incredible challenges and making it work every single time. Un mensaje para los que están viendo en NASA TV y para los estudiantes y sus familias.
Venimos aquí ready, venimos para ganar. Allá pues lo esperamos, ¿verdad? Esperamos ganar el campeonato aquí.
Fantastic. And as always, the number one message to the students and to the parents, an immense pride for the support that they've had. And they came here to win, they came here to play, they came here to win the entire championship. So let that get out there for this fantastic team here.
It's always great to see teams come with that competitive spirit. Competitiveness drives everybody to be better. Iron sharpens iron.
Yep, exactly.
Great to have them. Great to have you all here. Now we're looking at MTSU. They are coming around, taking a couple of bypasses to complete it. This is the first run of this brand new design of this Rover. We talked with Aubrey moments ago about the design. I love the blue tires. It goes back to their school colors. Lots of good team spirit. We'll see that throughout the weekend. Pittsburgh State is also out on the course. I know they always bring their school spirit as well, as Middle Tennessee State University crosses the finish line. And now we're looking at Pittsburgh State. They're in southeast Kansas. If you've ever been to northwest Arkansas, one of my favorite places in the world. Used to live out there for a while. Not too far from there, they bring great-looking Rovers. They bring that guerrilla spirit, and they bring that guerrilla heart that it takes to accomplish this. As they go up that high butte,
This is Kendall and Meredith. This is both of you guys' first time being on the team. So tell me a little bit about that. What have you experienced so far? What's your favorite part of being a part of this team?
It's really fun to just go through the entire design process and just see everything come together and then come to competition and see how other teams are given the same design requirements and how people can just come up with completely different things.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you trained for the competition today?
I'm on the track team at my school, so I guess I've been doing a lot of running. We've done a lot of test driving too, taken it out, gone over curbs, done a lot of test driving to get ready for the competition.
Can you tell me a little bit about your wheel design?
Yeah, we our wood tech department cut the wood out on a CNC router, and we have ABS panels on the side that were cut out on a water jet, and then that's a floor mat wrapped around it.
Are there any obstacles that you guys are looking to bypass today?
The sand, because our wheels are pretty narrow, and the bigger rocks.
All right, guys, I hope you guys are really successful today.
Carly, yeah, it's always great to see Pitt State out here. We're going to have both of their Rovers out there on the course probably at the same time. Their first team, Team 48, we're looking at them now going through the Rover train. We see two flags. The American flag is out there, and we see their Pittsburgh State flag, as well as they're making that turn to obstacles 10 and 11. Now, Shannon, you've had a chance to kind of walk around and look at everything. How's everything going?
Everything just looks great. Oh my goodness, look, they just rolled over that like
No
it was
problems
their
at
job.
all.
I mean, oh my goodness, that was so great. Everybody is just, the spirits are really high. All the teams, even the ones, that I don't think there has been a team that hasn't had some sort of challenge on the course, and they're all just supporting each other, and they're out in the pit area getting their, if they've had issues getting their Rovers worked on. So I think it's just been a great day.
Yeah, Shannon, one of the things that I noticed that's been really interesting talking to these teams is learning the lessons of last year. Last year with the new rules, with the time limit, how do you tackle everything? We've talked to most of the teams have said, today we just want to get a lap in. We just want to get a time on the board, get some points on the board, and then we can see how this first run went and add tasks tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like, looking at this Rover, I mean, the Pitt State, it's very fast. It's very low.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's in a big contrast to the one that we just saw a little while ago, the one that was setting up high, which I think just goes back, to the decisions that these teams are able to make year after year as they, run these Rovers and kind of see what they can do. So it looks like we have Team 48, Pitt State, that are coming around. They will be at the finish line shortly.
Yeah, they're coming around behind us, and their sister team is going. They've completed the ejector crater. They're going to be heading into the Martian train. And even look at these two sister Rovers. We've seen MTSU with two Rovers, UAH with two Rovers. Different designs, even at the same school, whether it's wheels, whether it's chassis, suspension, whatever it is. These teams are all bringing the innovation even inside the school.
Ooh.
As Team 48, Pittsburgh State.
Great job. They did a great job finishing that course, and they had their sister team coming on right behind them. And now we're going to go back to our start line and see what team is up next.
Okay, so we want to know a little bit about your preparation for coming here and whether you've been here before. ¿Es la primera vez que vienes al Rover Challenge?
No, esta es mi tercera vez.
Tercera vez. ¿Y para qué significa esto para la escuela venir aquí?
Fue un logro muy importante.
Bien. ¿Qué tú opinas de la exploración espacial y qué cosas tú quieres hacer en el espacio?
Ha sido muy interesante esta experiencia.
¿Ves cómo esto te prepara para ir a la Luna o a Marte? ¿Qué parte del programa espacial te entusiasma más? So he is for a return to the moon, and he is ready, and he sees how the exploration challenge helps us get there. So, best of luck, buena suerte para ambos. Saluden a Puerto Rico y buena suerte. Okay.
We certainly are here at Marshall Space Flight Center exploring the moon. It's such an incredible world, and we're going to be there in just 5 short years.
Absolutely. I mean, here at Marshall, we have the Space Launch System rocket, SLS. We are in charge here at Marshall of designing and building that rocket. It's going to be NASA's moon rocket that's going to take humans, Americans, back to the moon, boots on the ground. And, you know, we're just so excited about that, and we're excited about the whole Moon to Mars journey. We're really proud of SLS, and we're glad that it is, you know, it's being built in pieces all across the U.S., but we've got pieces here at Marshall and at our rocket factory in New Orleans. And, you know, this generation of students, they're going to be the ones that are going to be boots on Mars, right? That's why we're just so thrilled and so happy that we're here today to be able to support them in their endeavors. Oh, so it looks like we just had a team.
Team 26 approaching the solid sample. They misjudged that just a little bit and impacted that. No big deal. As Team 49, the other Pittsburgh State team, is making short work of the course, and they are about to come across the finish line behind us.
Yes, and Team 26, they just got started, and now we have, let's see, that is Team 49, or was that 40?
Yes, Team 49 that just crossed the finish line.
Great job, Pitt State. They did, and you know, their Rover is a very, you know, if you look at it, we're standing here with them, and it's a simplified design, but man, it did great. It was super fast, low to the ground.
Yeah, and we're actually getting an opportunity to see both of them side by side, and it's remarkable to see. In some ways, they are similar.
Yeah,
but in some ways, they carry many differences. Now the teams can get back together, debrief about both runs. I think that's one of the advantages about having two Rovers in this. You can see what difficulties both teams had, as our Team 26 from Puerto Rico has gone through. They're going through the chicane right now. To see our next team.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the sunny South, and we are here with one of our returning teams, the Pitt State Gorillas from Kansas. I am here with Kendall and Meredith, and Meredith is going to share some of the history, I believe, the rich history that the school has brought to the moon buggy race, the Exploration Rover Challenge. Meredith?
Yeah, we've been doing it for a long time. It's really cool. Every year we have different teams come in. We do this as a part of our senior design program. So we have different people doing it every year. And actually one of our professors has won it in the years past, back in the 90s when it all started. So it's something that we've continued doing. It's cool to see every year.
Oh, fantastic. So you got the guidance from the champion heritage from one of your advisors. That is awesome. And some of the things you've learned, Kendall, about your design of your vehicle, and what have you learned from your advisors that you're bringing to the race today?
One concept that we went with was driving one wheel front and back to avoid having differentials or solid axles that could cause problems. We haven't had any issues with traction, so I think it's a good way to go.
All right, thank you, Kendall. Thank you, Meredith. And I guess we'll just say go, go, Gorillas. Wishing from Pitt State, Kansas. Wishing them luck on the course today. And back.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Yeah, it's great to have Pitt State here. They come year after year, bringing that gorilla spirit with them and that heart that it certainly takes to get through this course. We're looking at Team 41 out on the course right now, and looking pretty good.
Yeah, pretty sleek design. I mean, if you look at the center of their machine, it's just a single pole there in the middle. They have a very lightweight machine, and that's definitely coming in handy, giving them some added speed.
Drivers are tired. They're definitely trying to get that speed up before they hit these tilted craters. You can see they're using their arms now. Perfectly acceptable. Use your arms, use your strength. Whatever you got, a little bit narrower in the back than in the front. Maybe a folding consideration to fit in that cube box.
Yep, and here they come up that incline.
We're looking at Team 49 now, Pittsburgh State from southeast Kansas. They are bypassed the first task. They're flying up that hill.
They really are.
Looking good. We'll see how this incline into the wooded area, our extra solar area I'm calling it because I love to imagine that there are worlds out there that look so much like that.
Yes.
We just can't see it quite yet. We'll get some new telescopes up in space here soon, though. And so
they are doing well so far. I think the rain stoppage has given some renewed energy to these teams.
Yeah, it's always nice when you can look out after it's been pouring all morning. You look out and see that blue sky, see the sun peak for the Spirit. No problems on obstacle 3, the crater with ejecta. They're going to be lining up that shot. I think kind of lining up this shot is an important one. You want to make sure that you've got kind of a narrow alleyway to get up that beat. You want to make sure you've got everything lined up and you're steering ready to go.
There we go. If you can just crest it, you can get to the downhill.
No problem at all. They're bypassing the. There they are. They go bypass the spectra analysis over that last ravine and through the Marston Dune area. As our Team 41 is on the erosion bed, we're going to go to the start line and see who's next up. Guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the second team from Pitt State, Kansas, the Gorillas, with us. This time we have Katie and Lucas here. So Katie was telling me they got 60 points yesterday, and they have a new strategy for the course today. So Katie, what is your strategy as you embark on this journey today?
Right, so last time we just ran all the obstacles, but we didn't take any samples. And this time we are going to attempt a few, so to get more points.
All right, well, we wish you luck on your exploration endeavors. Hope you get more points today. And Lucas, how are you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
All right. So how are you feeling about this journey today and what you're about to embark upon?
We're feeling pretty good. We're just going to try and keep our momentum going. The course is going to be a little softer today than it was yesterday, so we just got to kind of pedal through it and, like I said, keep that power going and try to pick up a few more points today.
All right, well, we're going to be rooting for you guys to get power and points. So good luck, team. The Pitt State, Kansas team, wishing them luck today. Back to you in the booth.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Hey, I always like when we get both teams from the same school out there on the course at the same time. I feel like they've got a lot of camaraderie. Mm-hmm. Probably gives both teams some energy to know that they're out there together. So Team 49 is approaching that tilted slope area. No problems at all.
Yep.
Not even a touch on that hay bale. See if they're going to make that hard left into the lunar crater, and they do indeed. Going through the simulated lunar crater, I think you can kind of see it with the way these rovers bounce around that. Some of the obstacles, you'll see the obstacle itself give way a little bit. Not in this. This is one of the exhibits, one of the displays here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center that has been there for decades. And I assure you, those craters are not giving away to these rovers. They plant their.
Did they get it planted? I can't see.
I don't see it hanging on the back of their rover,
yeah,
so
looks like
I guess they got it planted.
They did that quick.
Didn't see one of the drivers pop off and get that picture. Maybe they were able to do a selfie and accumulate some points that way. As their sister team, Team 48, hits obstacle 1.
And they are looking strong as well. And you can see significant differences in their wheel design and their buggy design as well.
Yeah, the 48 kind of looks like almost like a dune buggy suspension.
Yeah, it does.
They've got the American flag, Old Glory, hanging off, not hanging, displayed on the back of their rover along with their school flag. They're coming up, making that hard left-hander, slowing them down just a little bit, but the rover is still in motion. Drivers are still pedaling.
And
there
no
they go.
dismount, excellent.
So their sister team, Team 49, should be about to be climbing that hill in the obstacle 10 to 11 area of the course, as we see Team 48 going through the chicane and approaching that crater. Now, Janet, we've touched on it. These drivers have already had one lap around this course yesterday. I wonder if it's an advantage to go early. While you had to have your rover ready earlier yesterday, more time to recover and more time to analyze the course.
That's true. Because again, it's a very difficult course. A lot of upper body strength, a lot of lower body strength required, and it's a pretty unforgiving course.
It really is. Gravity grabs them there. Let's see if it's going to throw them up there. Managing that momentum and
there we go.
It.
Excellent.
Across that ravine, that's about a 2-foot drop there. Just simulating some of the different terrain that we know is on Mars, thanks to our robotic explorers. Some of that fine sediment of the dune area. Got to push through it, and as they push through that, we're going to go down to the start line for our next team.
I'm down here with another team from Puerto Rico. Can you tell me the name of your school?
BU Academy.
And your name is?
Elienay.
And his name?
Angel.
Tell me how you feel about how you did yesterday.
Well, it wasn't really me. It was my other partner and him. But they did all they can. It broke, and like 2 minutes before getting here. But we fixed what we could, and here we are again.
All right. Are there any tasks that you're looking to bypass?
No.
So you're gonna go through all of them?
Until what we can.
Sounds good. Good luck out there.
Carly, that's great to hear that they're going to be going after all the tasks and all the obstacles. Go home or go big or go home. It's the last day of the competition. They're going home anyway. So as they're getting ready to go, Team 49 from Pittsburgh State has crossed the finish line. Looked pretty good. The drivers certainly look tired as they're turning their Rover around. We're getting a nice little look of it from down here. Good sleep
like it's
design.
all intact.
As our volunteers give them water, get them a chance to cool down.
Yep, and their sister team 48 still out on the course, and they are looking good as well.
Looks like they're braking. I bet they're going to make that hard left.
Yep,
Onto the
you're
grade.
right. Here they go.
Excellent.
Like you said, day 2, you just got to go for it.
Whatever you've got left, hopefully adrenaline is kicking in for these drivers. Kind of get the calm before the storm there at the start line, and then adrenaline kicks in and carries them through it. Now, Janet, the other thing I'm seeing is behind the front driver, you see that pole coming up. I bet you that's to help with their sample retrievals.
You know, I bet you're right. And each team has mounted their sample devices a little bit differently, but they're all, close connected so they can reach out and grab them pretty quick. They just did their flag plant.
And the always popular photo. You know, our astronauts, Buzz Aldrin is probably the first and the most famous on his Gemini flight, took the first space selfie. And since then, all of our astronauts, when they get to go outside the vehicle, make sure to take plenty of pictures. How could you not?
Yeah, that's a photo. I mean, everyone wants in their collection, and very few people get to have.
And so getting to simulate that on this competition today is always a treat for them. They're rounding the corner, going to obstacle 10. It's that asteroid debris, those big rocks. No hesitation to attack it, get right through it. And they'll make their way to obstacle 11, which is those tilted craters, which we've seen a lot of teams. It's seen it grab a lot of the teams today. Those craters are spaced out just enough, just about the diameter of a wheel.
Right.
And so it's just enough to get them stuck
just
there.
Just enough to derail. Let's hope they get over it.
You can see the back driver, he was yelling encouragement to his partner up there on the front. Just say, hey, we got to go. We can do this. We can get up this hill. It's you get a little bit of a break right there where it flattens out, but then you're straight back.
You just got to climb it. Yep, here they go. And look pretty solid and steady.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not really slowing down a whole lot as our next team, one of our Puerto Rican teams, takes out on the course. I love this entryway where you're starting off with that 26. And if you're watching us at home wondering why are we starting on a runway, well, that's in front of our shuttle training aircraft. It's one of the displays here at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. It's one of the aircraft that the space shuttle pilots and commanders trained on to learn how to land the space shuttle. It's a tremendous vehicle, and so we're starting out at the start line. They're on a runway. I'm sure that's got to be cool for the teams.
Oh yeah, so many exciting opportunities here.
So just as Team 71 said they would at the start interview, or the start line interview, they are going for it all. They are collecting their samples at the solid sample. And we should be there looking over my left shoulder. I see this second team for Pittsburgh State. That is Team 48. They have gotten through obstacle 13. They're now lining up for obstacle 14 and will be coming across that finish line. No problems at all with obstacle 14. As they roll through, they're going to cross that finish line. Well done, Team 48.
Great run for both teams.
Yeah, and this is a team that comes year after year, so the knowledge that they gain and the experience they have, it never hurts. And having a second team, that's just more data and more people to bounce ideas off of.
Yep, more students get to be involved.
Now, Janet, Team 71